Have you ever wondered how to spot envy and falsehood in the people around you? Recognizing envy and falsehood in others is a crucial skill to master, as it can greatly impact our relationships and personal well-being. When we can identify these traits, we're better equipped to navigate complex social situations, build stronger bonds with others, and even improve our own self-awareness. It's not about being paranoid or overly critical, but rather about being informed and empowered to make conscious choices in our interactions. In today's world, where social media often presents a curated version of people's lives, it's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others and feeling envious. But when we take the time to understand the signs of envy and falsehood, we can begin to break free from the negative emotions that come with it. So, let's dive into the first signs that may indicate someone is harboring envy or falsehood. Backhanded compliments are one of the most common signs of envy. You know, those comments that sound nice on the surface but actually make you feel belittled or uncertain. For example, someone might say, "Wow, you look great for your age." The tone might be friendly, but the underlying implication is that you're only looking good considering your age. These types of comments are like a sugar-coated insult, and they can be really hurtful if we're not aware of their true nature. When someone constantly gives you backhanded compliments, it may be a sign that they're struggling with their own insecurity or envy. Instead of being genuinely happy for you, they're trying to bring you down to their level. By recognizing these subtle jabs, we can choose not to internalize them and instead focus on surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and support us. Another way to identify envy is to pay attention to how someone speaks about others' successes. Do they often gossip or speak negatively about people who've achieved something? This could be a sign that they're secretly envious of those individuals. When someone constantly focuses on tearing others down, it's often a reflection of their own insecurities and fears. For instance, imagine you're at a party and someone starts whispering about a mutual friend's recent promotion. They might say something like, "I'm not sure they're really qualified for that job." On the surface, it seems like a harmless comment, but underlying it is a sense of resentment and envy. When we notice this behavior, we can choose to politely excuse ourselves or change the subject, rather than engaging in gossip that can be harmful to others. Have you ever encountered someone who constantly speaks negatively about others' successes, but then feigns interest or excitement when those same people are present? This is a classic sign of envy, and it's essential to recognize it in order to maintain healthy boundaries and avoid getting drawn into their drama. Moving on, let's talk about passive-aggressive behavior as another sign of envy. This can manifest in many ways, such as someone making sarcastic comments, procrastinating on tasks, or even giving you the silent treatment. When someone exhibits this behavior, it's often because they feel threatened or insecure about something, and they're expressing their frustrations in a roundabout way. For example, imagine you're working on a team project, and one team member keeps making snide comments about your ideas. They might say something like, "Oh, yeah, that's a great idea, I guess." The tone is condescending, and it's clear they're not genuinely interested in collaborating. This passive-aggressive behavior can be really damaging to team morale and productivity, and it's crucial to address it in a calm and assertive manner. Another common sign of envy is insincere praise. You know, those comments that sound like a compliment but are actually meant to manipulate or flatter. For instance, someone might say, "You're so smart, you should be a leader in this industry." The tone might seem genuine, but the underlying intention is to gain favor or get something from you. To discern genuine compliments from false flattery, pay attention to the context and the person's overall behavior. Are they consistently supportive and kind, or is this sudden praise a one-time thing? Do they have a history of seeking benefit from others, or are they genuinely interested in building a connection? Now, let's discuss the fifth sign of envy, which is constant comparison to others. When someone is always measuring themselves against others, it's often a sign of deep-seated insecurity and envy. They might constantly ask questions like, "How did you achieve that?" or "Why can't I be as successful as them?" This behavior is not only exhausting but also debilitating, as it prevents them from focusing on their own strengths and goals. Jealousy-driven competition is another sign of envy, and it can manifest in various settings, including workplaces and friendships. Imagine someone constantly trying to one-up you, taking credit for your ideas, or even sabotaging your projects. This behavior is not only toxic but also a clear indication of their own insecurities and fears. Finally, let's talk about the seventh and perhaps most damaging sign of envy: sabotage. When someone is willing to undermine others' success, it's a clear indication that they're struggling with envy and insecurity. This behavior can be incredibly hurtful and even damaging to relationships, and it's essential to recognize it early on to set boundaries and prioritize our own well-being. In conclusion, recognizing envy and falsehood in others is a crucial skill to master in today's world. By being aware of these 7 signs, we can navigate complex social situations with confidence, build stronger relationships, and even improve our own self-awareness. Remember, it's not about being paranoid or critical, but rather about being informed and empowered to make conscious choices in our interactions. So, what's been your experience with envy and falsehood in others? Have you encountered someone who constantly gives backhanded compliments or engages in gossip? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll catch you in the next video.